Hello everyone and welcome back to another Godzilla Battle Line video, or I guess not really Battle Line video, it could be technically Battle Line video, but today we're talking about G-Fest. I am back from G-Fest. I just got home from off of the plane. This is the fit that I wore for the last, few hours I was in Chicago, and I just wanted to give you guys a video talking about my thoughts. This was my very first G-Fest. It was the first Battle Line tournament. I'm not going to divulge everything about the weekend because I'm working on, currently with my editor, a really large, I guess, or probably our highest produced video for the channel, just vlogging the whole entire weekend. But I just want to give my overall rundown on the whole thing. So, first things first, everybody that I met was phenomenal there. Everyone was super nice to me. Tons of you guys came up and asked for pictures, autographs, or just wanted to chat, or were showing me your decks and wanted some deck help and stuff like that. So, really just overall phenomenal across the board. Thank you all for showing up, not only to G-Fest, but to my event and stopping by with me and saying hi. It really means a lot when you guys just showed up, and people were asking for my autographs on the G-Fest pamphlets. They were asking for my autograph on, the business cards that we were lying around the convention center. So it was really nice. It was really fun. It was also my first time in Chicago. Chicago was great. I have, so far, no real bad experiences there. Went out downtown few times. That was super fun. Went out to a bunch of really nice dinners. Those were super fun. Hung out by the convention center. That was nice too. There's a lot going on down there. So Chicago overall, my thumbs up. I didn't get to go see like the Sears Tower, right? That's in Chicago, or like the Willis Tower was in Chicago. I don't remember what the one in Chicago is called, or the Bean. I didn't get to the Bean. But next year, if we do the Battle Line tournament next year, that's what we'll do. The vendors hall, I didn't think it was any too different from like a regular Comic-Con, except they were a lot more willing to haggle. There were a few vendors that were kind of mean, but that's all right. I'm not really gonna be too pressed about it. They probably had a super stressful weekend as well. There was also a lot of vendors that were really, really nice, and they hooked us up. One of the vendors, Kaiju Dome, you guys came out to the Battle Line event, and from your guys' booth, I bought this Mogera finger puppet. I bought this giant octopus bottle cap, and I bought this Godzilla 1998 finger puppet. And you guys rule. You guys were super nice to me. You spotted me out in the crowd, called me over, and we make deals there. So we were able to, or I was able to find something at your table that I liked. And you know what? You support me, I support you right back. And forgive me if I am saying the wrong booth, because they're right next to YMSF and they have like Raymond Toy stuff. But I think it was the YMSF booth, or whatever booth was right next to it. And they picked me out as well when I walked up to the booth. They recognized me, and they cut me a really nice deal on these two giant octopus. I'm pretty sure these are molds of the YMSF giant octopus, so they cut me a nice deal on both of these. So that was super nice of them. They were great. So all the vendors that recognized me were super nice to me. Can't be possibly biased or anything with my opinion, but they were super nice too. So shout out to them. Oh, I'm pretty sure I also bought this from them or the booth next to them, but I got a Makani Kong with the belt from Raymond Toys. That was super cool. I've been wanting a Makani Kong or a Mech-Ani Kong, a Makani Kong. I don't know how you say it, but I've been wanting one for a long time, ever since I saw one in a store by where I used to go to school, and then the next day it was gone, and I couldn't go back to get it. But yeah, the vendors were super nice. What else did I get that I'll show you before I talk about the tournament? I got this Hedorah, which was super cool. I picked that one out myself. On the final day of the convention, I haggled this down to like, I don't know, like 10 bucks. It was like only 15, but Zeton, I had to leave with a Zeton. I was going in trying to find something like an Ultra Kaiju or Ultraman that I would like, and I found a Zeton, so I grabbed him. I have this Baragon figure signed by Ryota herself. I hope that's how you say the name correctly. And I have this Kong figure signed by Alan Henry. I believe I have shorts posted with both of them in it. I also got this sign. I brought a bunch of Magic cards to get signed. So this is signed by Bob Eggleton, who was in the Kaiju Island Hall. He was super, super nice, and he was also nice enough to sign 5 additional cards for me to give out during the Battle Line event. I gave them to 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th place got signed cards. Matt Frank also hooked it up. I got this signed cover from him. I went 2 days in a row to try to get a commission from him, but I was just late by a hair, I think both times. But I got this comic from him, and he signed it. He was super nice. Matt Frank, like, I've been watching, not just watching whatever he puts out, but, like, following his career with interest for a really long time, ever since Rules of Earth, as I'm sure a lot of you guys have. And he was just super nice the entire time. Every time I spoke to him, he was super nice. So that was amazing. I got to meet obviously Alan Henry Ray Oda. I met Jared. I don't remember how to say his last name, but he's at Monster Mash on Twitter. He designed Scar King. He designed Mechagodzilla 21. I met him. I read I don't remember how you say his name. Toshio Mike. He was like one of the effects guys, or he was like some important role in Attack on Titan. I didn't really know who he was, so I didn't go get an autograph from him. But I met him in the elevator leaving today, so that was pretty cool. And then as a treat for myself, after the Battle Line tournament, I went ahead and I finally got that Singular Point Rodan. The guy at the booth was willing to haggle it down to retail price because it was the last day of the convention, so that was super nice of him. I didn't mean to forget this part, which seems kind of rude in hindsight, but I'm re-editing the video because this was on my floor. It wasn't on my desk, so it wasn't in my immediate vision when I was rambling. But Lane VIX bought me this Hedera. He said, come down to the lobby. I got you some. And if you're in the Discord, you know that I've been looking for a Hedera like this for quite some time. So just wanted to give special shout out to Lane VIX for that. This was phenomenal. You really hooked it up this weekend with the Hedera. I'm really super happy about it. It's going right on the shelf back there, so thank you so much. I didn't want to forget you. It was literally on my floor and not on my desk of everything else that I had got, so I missed it in the original recording, but I'm putting this in hindsight because it honestly deserves its own little section. So thank you, Lane, for this, and thank you for, the grub. All right, the tournament. So the Battle Line tournament, we put that together. I'm not going to divulge all the details. I might, but might say that for a separate time. But we really put it together last minute on with a shoestring and a dream, and I think it turned out all right. We had a technical issue. We were using Melee.gg to register people online and in person, but the connection in the hotel was just atrocious. So when it came time to start pairing matches, the computers shut down. They wouldn't pair matches. I was wigging out. It was crazy, but I never caught her name, but there was this very nice mother there with her 2 boys, and she suggested we just go analog. We had a big, easel with the drawings on it, and, information. Ripped that page off, started just making brackets. I wrote on every participant's hand a number with Sharpie, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then me, my boy Dev, my cameraman, and I think 99 Orga was helping us out, too, because he was there. Shout out 99 Orga, Lane, 01 Baragon, Slick. You guys were killing it the whole weekend. But basically, we just went completely analog and did a bracket-style elimination event from, 12:30 to 3:30. And it went phenomenal. We had that hiccup in the beginning was not super great, and then getting a lot of people to register. There's a lot of kids registering, so getting their parents to try to register with them. It took a little while, but we got everyone there, and I'm happy that we did. And then it all went good after we went analog. So if we go back next year, that's what we're doing. We're just going to stick with analog. I'm not even going to rely on the computers for anything because the hotel Wi-Fi for that was unreliable. But for the most part, the friend matches went off without a hitch. I think there was only a few times people really couldn't match, and I just gave them my phone. I said, will my phone match? And it matches. Fuck it, use my phone. And that was fine, too. They made their own teams and did that. Our finals was crazy. I'm going to make a video with the winner. It was Rick the Squirrel. If you're on Twitter at all or in my chat, he shows up. Rick the Squirrel won the whole event. He flawlessed. I mean, not flawless. He lost 1 or 2 matches in between the rounds, but he won every single match. He got first place, second place, 99 Orga, third place was Bagonzilla, fifth or fourth place was Slick from the Echoes of Giant Monsters, and then I think 5th place was someone else, or 5th place was Lane VIX. I don't remember who was 5th place, but I remember the first 4, so I apologize to 5th. But I remember it, and it was a fun match. I just don't remember whose name it was that got it, but that was such a fun event. I'm gonna have a video talking about it soon, I think, in more details, or maybe several of them, because there's a lot that I want to dissect from the whole event that I really liked. But the Mecha G Arcade, they all were super nice down there. I have nothing but love for them. They were so nice in helping us out, giving us prizes for the event. We give our own prizes as well. They had, I guess, problems matching their stuff too with the pairings, so it wasn't just us in the Battle Line room, it was also the arcade downstairs. But overall, positive G-Fest. There were so many really nice people. I learned so much from a lot of people as well. I learned so much from this first Battle Line event. and I'm very excited and looking forward to what we can do next year, knowing what we know now. And honestly, it just like extremely touching. And this is gonna be very sappy. It was extremely touching to have so many people come up to me and ask for my autograph this whole weekend. So they stop. Hey, I come out of the bathroom. Hey, sign this for me. Like, oh my gosh. Like, okay, cool. Like, let's get it. Or like on the vendor hall. Oh my God, you're Sir Like, come here. Like, let's cut a deal. Like, that was really fun. Or like parents being like, oh my God, my kid watches you like every morning before school or like every night before bed. So it was just overall a really great experience. I met a lot of you guys that are in my Discord too, and a lot of you guys I think joined the Discord afterwards. We had the day before the tournament, out of 50 people, we had 23 registered. The day of the tournament, before we opened in-person registration, we had 27 pre-registered people. When the tournament began, we had 46 competitors out of the possible 50 slots. We had 46 competitors. So I just want to give love to every single person that showed up, whether you were there by yourself playing or you brought your families, your little entourages, whatever. Thank you so much. It means so much to me that our first G-Fest event went off with a bang. I know the beginning of it was very shaky, but when the event went underway, it was stellar with people gathering around, other people watching the matches, cheering, screaming. Everyone's yelling in the hall, Bogoa, GB Godzilla, go! Like the whole time. Like it was just electric. Everyone there was so great. I have nothing but love for everyone that showed up and shared love in return. You guys were great. Everyone that I met this weekend, whether, we're friends or just acquaintances or it was our first time meeting, everyone was super nice. I have nothing bad to say, really, outside of some of the vendors didn't want to cut a deal on this giant octopus figure that I really wanted. They wanted like $300 for it, and I haggled them every single day for it, even the last day, the last 15 minutes of the event. It's like, I'll do it for $200, and they're like, no. So I couldn't get that. There's 3 pieces of giant octopus merch, or 4 pieces of giant octopus merch, and I had walked out with 3 of them out of the 4. So those are my thoughts really briefly on G-Fest. I just got home, so I just wanted to like decompress and give a little rundown on how it all went. So that's what I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to talk more about G-Fest, just pop in the Discord. There's a lot of people still recovering from the weekend. Shout out to everyone that I met. Shout out to everyone that showed up. You guys rock, and I wouldn't be able to be doing this if it wasn't for you guys, the fans, and the subscribers, and the G-Fest staff. So thank you all to everyone. Thank you to my friends, Shramp and Dev, who showed up, and they really kicked ass during the event. 99 Orga, 01 Baragon, Slick, Lane VFX, like you guys came in clutch too if I need an extra pair of hands. So thank you all so much, and thank you all for watching. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.